Hello, welcome to this video of Tomb Raider 2 No Loads No Meds or Secret tutorial. Today is going to be about Tibetan Foothills, the Skidoo level, and yeah, it's pretty okay if you are careful. So let's go. So first of all, when you finish the deck, you have an option to skip a bird, and it's a bit faster. If you press jump plus right to side flip right on the first frame of a level, you will be able to do that. And doing that, you will be able to do this sequence here, which is a bit faster than what I'm going to show you, which is a dev intended way. So just dropping here, and then you'll have to kill that bird, and then keep going like this. So this is a bit faster. So what you just have to do is, when you finish the level, what you just do is, when you're on the stats screen, if you want to plan it, because you can do it on the first frame by reflex, or you can just start it from the stat screen. So when you're on the stat screen, just press jump on right, and you just press the enter button to skip the cutscene, and then you will automatically do it. You have to be careful about the fact that you might have ghosting with your keyboard, so just be careful about that and test before. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just you need to press just side flip right when at the first frame of a level. When you do a walk, run, jump, it's important, or else you will end up on this slope and slide down. And then you can keep going with a running jump and go here. So that's how I would do it personally. Up like this, draw a flare, do walk, run, jump, keep going, and you will be able to flare cancel here and keep going. So that's the first way of making the first part. If not, you just go normally. Come on, little bird, please. Up. Kill it. And then you go here and etc. So there are some ways of doing this part. I will recommend one. I will just show others before. So if you want to drop down and be sure you can flare cancel, and if you can go here to avoid the boulders. Be careful because there is a low part here, so be ready to draw your autos and kill him. If you want, there are some autos here. So this is the first way to avoid those boulders. If you are brave enough, you can do something else. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do, but whatever. So draw a flare to be a bit faster and prepare your flare cancel. And then you can just come here, and when the boulder is close enough, you just jump a bit like this and you're good. So this is a bit riskier, and yeah, I don't recommend that, but if you want to, you can. You can also do a running jump forward diagonally between the boulders, but I don't recommend that as well. Just showing you that it's possible. So anyway, yeah, that's the first way of doing it. So I'm not gonna re-show it because it's pretty easy. The other way is simple. If you do this method here, the sequence is really easy. You do running jumps, and you will flare cancel here, 1, 2, 3 steps, and jump on this slope. Jump again, and you will avoid the first boulder trigger, which is the style here. So again, if you want to go between them, you can do something like this. And you can also avoid the second boulder easily by going here, which is really convenient. So yeah, that's the way. Just flare cancel, 1, 2, 3, you will end up here, jump immediately, you will drop this way, and you will be able to keep going. So if you want to have a best sequence, you need to turn slightly right when you're in the air here to be able to go in that direction. If not, I'm not sure I can climb. Okay. If not, you will end up in that direction and be like this. And yeah, it's a bit slower, and it changes a bit the sequence. But yeah, you can roughly go that direction, for example, like this. But that doesn't change too much if you don't YOLO the next part. So just saying. So there is an easy and fast way of doing this second boulder, you can just do like this. Just do running jumps. Just do running jumps like here, and you will skip completely the second boulder as well. So you have to do it only if you did this sequence right, else there is a chance that you will get hit by the boulder. Just flare cancel here. Well, you don't have to flare cancel, but start your sequence from here and only do running jumps to this direction. And don't start your running jumps from the right of the tile, because there is a big chance that you will be hit by the boulders. You want to be running jumping like roughly on this spot here, like this. So this is the easy and fast way. So this is pretty easy. Look, flare cancel. This is 100% consistent if you just do running jumps. So if you're on the right, that is likely to happen. So you will lose a bit of health, or maybe more depending of the timing and etc. So yeah, just be careful about that. If you don't want to do that, you can just do this, blah blah blah, and just do running jumps to that thing here, to that hole here, wait and keep going, and etc. And then you can either climb manually normally like this, which is a bit slow, or you can save a bit of time by just jumping here and jumping here. So it's pretty easy. Just go here. Don't go against here because you won't be able to jump like this. Little bit of space. Just look roughly here and standing jump roll and jump and hold right, and you will make it every time. If you want to make it fast, what you do is you do your sequence here, up, flare cancel, running jump, running jump, running jump, another running jump here, roll, side flip, and do the same, and you're good to go. This is the fastest way, and this is pretty easy. So choose the way you want here. Nothing really to say. There are a lot of ways of doing this part, so yeah, just do whatever you have to do and keep going. And then you go over here, try to fit running jumps, jump on the right here to be able to jump right on this place here. Else you can just grab the ladder here and go here and etc. So this is way slower. And then prepare yourself to do the first skip. I'm gonna show. Well, first I'm gonna kill those birds. Come on. Show yourself. So you can kill those birds from here or from the other side, doesn't matter. But you have two choices. You can either go intended way or you can do a skip here. So I'm not going to show the intended way because I think it's riskier because there are icicles, and also because I think it's a bit riskier. But yeah, it's not that terrible, but it's slower, and the skip I'm going to show you it's just a little bit of damage, like almost none, so that's worth. So yeah, I'm just gonna check something to be sure. Up. Is that where I want it? Yeah, okay. Just gonna check something. Yeah, you lose health from here. Okay. So you can either do it the really slow and cost a bit more health way, which is bad, but whatever. So you have to drop from on this tile here, or you will end up on the slope. And then you can just go here and aim at this. I'm gonna show it at this tile here on the right of the tile because it's higher. And that I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen. So you do a running jump here, up. Stay on the highest spot possible and you slide here, and you can see you lose really little health, and you have made it to the other side, and you can just climb over here and keep going. So this is the slower way to do this skip, but more consistent, because if you miss it, you just fall in the water and then you do the dev intended way. If you miss the fast way I'm going to show on the skip, you will die. So just be careful. But this way is actually still pretty easy. Oops, it's totally not what I wanted to do. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. Up, running jump, up, grab, and you will make it like this here. And you're good. So you will have a different health loss depending of where you jump from. For example, if you jump over the lower part here of my platform and you land at the highest part of the other platform here, you will lose less damage. Oops. Well, here I was aiming too much right, so it didn't work, but don't worry. I will explain to you why it didn't work exactly. So like this, so you will lose not too much health. You will lose a bit more health if you aim a bit more left, but it will be safer to do the jump. So yeah. So how do you do that? It's pretty easy. Oops, what am I doing? So you just go to the edge here. You can go to the very right like I'm just doing, and then I'm almost in front of you, a bit facing left. Step back, do a running jump, and grab late at the right time, and you will do it like this. You have to grab really late if you want to do it from the very left like this. What I recommend generally is you go to the edge, you do a side step, and you step back and you do the same, and you won't have to grab that late, as you can see. So it gives you more leniency with a grab, because you need to grab late. If you don't grab late, you won't make it. And if you don't grab at all, you won't make it. You lose a bit more health than if you're on the very right, but it's safer. So it's definitely worth. You can also try for even higher like this, for example, but you will lose more health. Up, like this. You don't lose too much, so that's why I recommend doing that skip. So yeah, whatever you do, you want to aim at this tile here. This tile here, up. Not on the right of the tile, because it's a bit high. You aim at roughly at the middle of the tile. So that's what you want to aim for. I hope you saw it. You saw the mouse. Yeah, you saw the mouse. It was like maybe the snow is hiding the mouse, but no. Okay. So yeah. So you roughly jump from here, and when you jump to that tile, roughly in the middle like this. And when you do a running jump, you grab late, and you're good. So when do you have to grab? I'm going to try to pause to Alt Tab to show you. Oops. Yeah, like this. So you want to grab roughly here. So you want to grab roughly when Lara's head reach this part here, this snowy part. I don't know if you can see it really, but there is this little snow pile or whatever, which is here. Oh, you can see the mouse. Okay. Well, on top of Lara's bread is the the end of a pile of snow. You want to be a bit below that. So sorry, I can't show you the mouse because I'm not tabbing, and if I'm tabbing in the game will keep going. I'm gonna try to put a pic in the description, but yeah. So this is when you want to press grab. So take the reference point you want. I personally take Lara's head at... I know when Lara's head is at this point, I need to grab. I'm preparing myself to grab already, but yeah. And then you grab. So here it didn't work because I can't tab again and grab immediately. But yeah, that's when you want to. Yeah, that's roughly when you want to. And that's pretty much done. So yeah, that's it. You can YOLO it. YOLOing it is not that hard actually. So you arrive here, running jump here. If you really want to do the speedrun way, you just jump from here, you grab, and you're good. So as you can see, I jumped from very high and I dropped very low. So my health is a bit... My health loss is a bit big. So you want to avoid that, obviously. But don't worry, it's not mandatory to lose no health to do this level, don't worry. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for this skip. If not, you need to go down here. and then go to the ice cave, go around, and etc. and avoid the icicles. But yeah, I don't really recommend that. And I can show you once probably, but yeah, okay, let's show you once. I don't really care about the health loss, I'm just showing you right now, so you can go here. Be careful about the icicles, stay on the left. If you stay against the wall here, it's okay. If not, you can just lure the icicles and etc. You know it. Then you go here, go on the right here. Yep, go on the right here. Sorry, I haven't been here for a while. And then go here, etc. And you want to climb here. I don't remember if there is icicle here. So you don't want to climb, you want to go on the left here. On the right is just showing you the next path, the next part of the level, but whatever. Slide on here. And you be careful with those icicles here. So you want to go here, up, and go here. And you keep going. You should have a music here, but I don't have it. And you will be here. And then you have to jump on this tile here, this tile here. So I'm doing it very fast because it's dev-intended. And you will be able to climb and be in the same spot as me. So as you can see, this is really slower. And yeah, this is... I really hate icicles, so yeah, I don't want to go there. I prefer doing that. Once you've done this jump, it's important to not go like this. It's important to not go this way here because you will trigger the two guys here. And you don't want that because you will lose health. So you can avoid that easily. You can jump here. So you can do it with a running jump. You can do it with a walk around jump. You can do it with a standing jump if you are at the edge here. Like this. So this is really easy jump and it keeps the trigger, so it's pretty easy. Just running jump and keep going. And get to the skidoo. Well, don't get to the skidoo yet. You want to go to the stone secrets. So just for you to know, the tile to trigger the guys is here. Come on. Oop. Oh yeah, it's the one before. It's here. So once you've done the jump, once you've done this jump, you pretty much can go anywhere you want. You can even cut like this if you want. It's no problem. Anyway, you go to the stone secrets, which is the first secret of a level, and yeah, it's pretty easy. Don't forget it. It's pretty easy to forget it actually. And then get to the skidoo. And this is the interesting part of the level. So what I recommend to do is when you're close to walls or in small space, don't boost because you will lose health like it just happened. So in small areas, just don't use the boost too much. For example, here you can use boost, no problem. It's easy. Be sure to run over this guy, or on the way back you have to kill him manually, which will probably take you some health because you'll have to shoot him. And then you are to this spot here. You can go the Devintande, which I don't recommend, or you can just YOLO and do this. And this is actually pretty easy. So how do you do that? It's pretty easy. Go on this ramp here. Oops. Come on. So go on this ramp here. Wherever the spot is, it can be here, it can be here, it doesn't matter. Go diagonally like this and just boost. And when you land, just press back to be sure first to not go to the other side. Or if you are facing this direction, because you boosted, if you don't press backward, you will lose health, as you can see. So this is something you want to avoid a bit if you want to save your health. So yeah, I don't have too much to say about that. You can't really die from the fall. You can't explode because it's not high enough. Just be careful. But yeah, just you can set it up or YOLO it. It's not hard to YOLO, but if not, you can just do this. Press back and you are sure to make it. So this is really easy and probably easier than the dev intended way. And then just be straight and just get here. Don't boost if you don't want to, if you don't know how to do this part, because this little hole behind me can be a bit trickier. And you have two choices here. You can either do this and avoid the block pushing. So, or you can go the intended way. I'm first going to show the intended way actually. Up. So, oh, no cancel here. Okay. So the intended way is to just go here, here, and oops. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You trigger leopards going that way, obviously. Completely forgot about that. So you jump here, and you have to kill leopards. And then you have to move the block, so you just pull it and pull it on the side. So this is not terrible time loss. If you oops, maybe you can push it. I don't even remember if you can. Yeah. So you probably have to pull it twice then. Yeah. Okay. So you can either push it, pull it twice. Sorry, I didn't remember that you had to pull it twice. I don't remember when was the last time I did that. And then you push it on the side, and then you have plenty of space to do your jump. Should be a stumble here, yeah. Oops, well, whatever. And then you climb back again, and you're good to go. Can you climb from here? Yeah, you can. And then get to snowmobile again and do the jump. You can even do it from before. So you let the snowmobile here, for example. You do the block thing, and then you take your snowmobile and do this part here. And then you can just do this. And then you boost, and you're good to go. So this is the intended way, and this is a bit slow. Or you can do what I just did before. You can just do this jump here. If you miss it, you will explode. If you are too much right, for example, like this, you will die like this. So be careful. So this is pretty easy. You need to be a bit on the right of the tile from here. And then if you watch, the blocks stop here. And you have this blue texture of a snowmobile here. So you just want the blue texture to be just a little bit of space between the block, after the block, sorry. So like this. And then you just boost and you're good to go. You just have to go forward. It can work if you're a bit more right like this, for example. That should still work. And if you are a bit more right, it should still work. A bit more left, it should still work as well. I'm not sure from here. Okay, it still works. You just lose a bit of health. So yeah, you can see it's pretty lenient. It also depends a bit of your spots, but roughly that's what you want to aim for, like this, and you just go forward. So this is pretty easy. So just oops. Oh yeah, I can do that. So when you arrive here, oops. Well, you obviously don't do that, but when you arrive here, just arrive a bit on the right like this, stop and turn like this. Turn like this, you got the right angle here. Well, it should work, but I'm still adjusting a bit. Just boost and you're good to go. And this is pretty much it for this, this jump here. So I know it's pretty hard to control the snowmobile and etc, but you can do whatever you want. Just if you want to have a time loss, have a time loss, but this part is not too bad. And then you just keep boosting this way up. You need the boost to do that jump. And then here I don't recommend using the boost because there is a chance that you will lose health and be stuck a bit. So just don't use your boost here. Be careful about that hole and go on the right. And here it's no problem. Be careful when you hit that wall, just don't use the boost. There are grenades ammo here, if you want to, if you're lacking of, and just climb and pull the lever. and there is a tricky jump with a snowmobile next if you are really in the speedrun mood. So you can drop first. You can drop safely like this, or after you pull the lever, you can do like this, roll and land directly in your snowmobile if you spark it right. It's a bit faster, but it loses health. So just mentioning quickly. And yeah, there is a jump, a tricky jump here. This is this jump here. It won't work here. So as you can see, this is tricky. No, it's not that tricky. It's just I completely messed it up. So this is this jump here. Up. And you kill the guy here. So this jump is tricky and I don't recommend it at all. Just take the 7-10-second time loss. It's not worth for this part. This part, just go around like this. And also be careful. Kill that guy. Kill that guy if you can. So if you're unlucky, you will lose health from these two guys. Depends. It's really RNG if you take a shot or not. I recommend getting in the snowmobile and not shoot them. It's not really worth to shoot them. You can. It's of course from range. Just take your M16 here. Just shoot like this from here. As you can see, he cannot check. He cannot see you. And do the same here. So you won't lose health generally. It's just a bit slower because then you have to come back to the snowmobile and etc. And you save ammo by just killing them with a snowmobile. So you oops, what am I? Oh yeah. What is happening? Okay, I don't know what's happening if she was turning left by herself. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I think my PC bugged a bit. Whatever. So yeah, it's better to do this because you save ammo. You can see you lose a bit of health depending on your RNG. Up. But it's okay. This health loss is okay. And then here, don't boost. If you boost, you die. When you get down here, if you boost, you die 100%. I will show you. So if you want to kill them, kill them. If not, don't worry. It's not necessary to have a lot of health close to the end of a level. So here, if you boost, you're dead. You will see. So this is 100%. You boost here, it's over. So just once you did that, the first drop down, you can just boost again. Here it's the same. If you have a bad RNG, this guy will shoot you. This guy too. This guy too, and etc. If you don't boost, there is a higher chance they will shoot you because you'll be slower. So I recommend boosting here if you know the trajectories. And then you drop down here, you drop down. You get out of a snowmobile. When you get the secret, we're gonna spawn 2 leopards, but it will be fine. Do this jump, which is pretty easy, and get that secret. So this is second secret, and it's pretty easy. And then get back to your snowmobile directly, and generally leopards will die on you, like this. And then you can boost, so don't worry, you are not close enough, you are far enough to make that jump with a boost. Don't worry, you will, if your snowmobile is roughly here, you will never die from that jump here. Maybe if you are here, I'm not even sure actually. No, okay, that's still good, so don't worry about that jump. You don't need to walk, you don't need to go back like this and keep on turbo again. You just rush and you're good to go. And then this part, so I recommend doing that. This is really easy as long as you don't do something like this because you will be hit by a boulder. If you are too scared, if you are really too scared, you can... If you are really too scared, you can trigger the first one, and then you can do... I think you can do this. No? You cannot? Okay. Never mind. I'm testing stuff, sorry. So, yeah, I recommend using the snowmobile. You can go the dev intended way. and then come back here, but I don't recommend that too much. Just use a snowmobile and just do that. This is pretty easy. Just practice a bit and you will see it's pretty easy. It's just a bit stressful at this point of a run, but yeah. If you really want to go dev intended, what you will have to do is you will have to, well, first you need to wait here, up, go like this, you will trigger the boulder here. If you want to trigger the last boulder, just go here. I think it's here. Yeah, you need to climb here, grab again, and you will trigger the last boulder, and then drop down, and go here. There is small oh, never mind, it's a key. I thought the key was after. Okay. So you will use your flare. You will pick up the key, you will use your flare here. Be careful because there is a guy here. So just trigger him and prepare your grenade or whatever. And I don't remember if it comes to you. Maybe if you are here. No, so you will be likely to take a shot or something. Just grenade him, and I'm not sure you can. Oh yeah, you can, okay. And then shoot that, and yeah. Do whatever you want, but kill that guy easily. Be careful about this stalactite here. I don't really care, so I just jump here. And then just go here, climb, and you will have to... You will drop down here, and then you have to climb again. I'm not going to show you, but climb again, and you will be close next to the snowmobile, and you will be able to keep going. So, oh, actually, I might have to show you. Yeah, I will actually climb. Never mind, because I want to show you both ways. So, yeah, this is way slower. So, and you might do some damage by the guy. As usual, you choose if you want to be safe or not. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. And then you come back to your snowmobile, and the boulders are not here anymore, so you are completely safe and you're good. Up, and then you keep going, so you can boost here if you know where to go. And then drop here, and if you want to do the skip I'm going to show you, just stop here, one tile or two next to the key, drop here and do the skip. If not, I will show you what to do if you don't do what I'm going to, the route I'm going to do. So you need to jump here. This jump is not that easy. You need to jump from a certain place. If you jump too late, or if you jump too early, that will happen. If you jump too late, the same thing will happen. So you need to jump from here roughly a bit before that. I think this is too close. Yeah. So you need to jump from here. So as you can see, there is this edge here. So you just one side step away from the edge, step back and do the running jump, or you can YOLO it like I just did. Once you did that, standing jump, and you can go there. And just jump on the left here and just grab the edge. So you just trigger the flip map, and then from here, from this tile, you can just climb and come back. And then you can come back like this, which is faster, or you can just run or do bad running jumps. And then you can do this part. So this is the first way of doing it, and for this way, you're gonna have to avoid the guy. Well, you can shoot him from range, but I don't recommend that. You can just run away easily. So that's why I recommended parking your snowmobile here, because you will be just next to the key. And something important that a lot of people don't know, the trigger of a snowmobile guy is not the key, picking up the key. It's actually standing on the tile of the key. So you can't stand on the tile of a key and do nothing. You have to pick up the key and go to the snowmobile immediately. So this is something that people generally don't know. So you just need to grab the key and go back on your snowmobile. And if he shot you like this, you can just rush. Once he shot you a bit, you can rush. But if you If you are too quick, I'm gonna show you what can happen. So you can get stuck like this a bit, but I was lucky here, but if you're really too fast, you can actually get stuck in front of him and he will shoot you like hell and it won't be good. So what I recommend doing when you do that, so you can drop like this pretty easy, but if you miss it, you will be in trouble. So just drop here, wait. He will go a bit to the right, and when he's going to the right, you rush. That's what I recommend to do. You will lose a bit of health because he's shooting you, but yeah, it's pretty easy. If you don't want to do the roll thing I just did, just go here, and yeah, just run to the key, pick it quickly, drop here. He shot me, I can go, and I go. And then he won't be able to catch me up. It will take him quite some time to come back, I think. I don't even remember if he comes back, actually. Yeah, he comes back. As you can see, it takes a lot of time, so you have plenty of time. So that was the first way. And the dev intended way is if you got the key. So if you got the key, what you have to do is you gotta go here. You stop here and you use the key to activate the bridge. Up. Then you take the snowmobile again. You go here, be careful to not fall here. Oops. So there's going to be boulder here, as you can see. So just prepare yourself to just go forward like this. And you're good. And be prepared yourself to make that jump. That jump can be a troll. I really tell you that you can die from that jump. That's why I don't recommend the dev intended way. Because it's really, really easy to die from that jump. For example, here I barely made it. But anyway, and then you go here, and do the same thing with a key again. So this isn't intended way. In my opinion, it's more dangerous. So we'll get back to the other thing. But yeah, just showing you in case you don't want to do the skip. So wait, and you go. And then you do the way back, which is really easy actually. Just stay here like this, up. Keep going. If you don't want to lose some health here, you don't have to boost like I'm doing. It's no problem. So if you do it right, you won't lose health. But in case you hit a wall or something, yeah. And then you come back here. It's pretty easy. Don't boost in this small space here. You will likely take half damage. And here you have two choices again. Well, you have three choices. You can keep going with snowmobile. You can do that jump here, which didn't work for me, but I'm not used to do it. So I'm first going to show you the safe way and the way you won't die 100%. So you need to do that jump here by feet and just do run jump here and grab. And then come back like this. Prepare a flag cancel if you want. Up. Prepare another one probably. Yeah. Oh, you will lose some health if you do that. Okay, never mind. I never do that, so I'm not used to. And then keep going back by feet. So that's pretty easy. That's slower, obviously. That's pretty easy, and that's consistent. Or you can keep going with a snowmobile. So you can even do that jump here, which I don't like. As you can see, I'm not good at it, and I think it's more dangerous. Come on. So you can do it like this. So you need to aim here. Yeah, that would work. So what you need to do is to aim here. You need to aim like this. When you press the camera button, you need to be aiming like this. So take the very first punch you want. I don't have any because I don't do that jump anyway. And then you do the jump. If you don't want to do that, what you can do is you can also do the other side, the version the other side like this. You will be likely to lose slight health, but it's way easier and more consistent to do that jump like this. You barely need to aim for this one. What I personally do generally is I just go here, turn, and boost, and I just can go like this, and it's pretty easy. If you want to adjust, what you can do is just stay back here, and you just want to aim between the two openings here, and it will work. You can also do this. This is a possibility, but I really don't like it. I rarely, but it happens once or twice, I fell from that and it's RIP. So I don't recommend doing that too much. You can try, and if it works for you, just do it. But if not, just don't do it. I don't like that. And anyway, okay. And then if you want, you can stop here also. Or you can still go back with a snowmobile. So you can go back like here. Oops, not like this. You need to have more speed, sorry. I'm learning stuff, sorry. So yeah, just get a boost here, and if you hit the wall like this, you will be scared as fuck. But if you're just landing like this, it's all good, for example. So this is the first way. You can do it on the right, but it's pretty hard and it's pretty bad. Or you can do it like this. Oops, not like this. So that's what happens if you aim too much right, actually. If you aim too much right in this tunnel here, like this, well, not like this, but whatever. Well, yeah, that's what happens when you aim in too much right. So you can just don't use boost and just go forward like this, and that will happen. So when you practice, you'll notice the situation, but it's hard to explain. So just if you go forward like this, it's all good, unless, and then you have to boost, because if you don't boost, that will happen. So when you land, you will have to boost if you don't boost here. If you don't boost here, you will have to boost here to not explode. And here it wasn't still enough, but so I don't recommend not boosting here, because that generally you will end up exploding generally, but you can still make it, as you can see. What I recommend to do is you boost here, and you will hit the bottom of a, well, not really the bottom, but I don't really know how to say it in English, but like this part of a snowmobile will hit the end of a platform, and that makes you able to survive. That's why I boost, because that will almost always happen. So you can just get here, boost, and you will do it almost every time. So practice it, you will see what suits you the best. What I personally do is I just go like this. I just boost here, I just boost almost all the way through, I turn a bit right, and I will be always doing that. So that's my method of doing it. Just boost and turn a bit right, and the ass of a snowmobile, so to speak, will hit the platform, and you will be good to go. If you are aiming always forward, it looks a bit more dangerous and risky to explode for me, so I don't do that, but it works as well. So as you can see, it works. So yeah, that's what I recommend to do. I recommend boosting when you are in this part of the area, and you will be able to make it every time. So I'm not going to pass too much time for it, because there are a lot of alternatives, and if you practice, you will take your own way. This spot here, everyone has a different way of doing it, one consistently. So yeah, what I personally recommend is just you go here, and here you start boosting, and you will make it almost every time, or if not every time. Okay, so that is done. So if you want to practice that part, if you don't want to explode without without knowing what to do. So yeah, and then you come back. If not, you don't use the snowmobile, it's no problem, it's no loads no med, so you can take your time if you're not aiming for the best times. And you get out of a snowmobile because you have to. You can kill those cats. The first one, which is the closest, is most important. The other one, you can just outrun him from here, and he's generally not attacking you, so that's good. If you haven't killed the birds, it's about time here. It's important that you kill the birds at the start, or at least one, until that point of the run here, because so yeah, that key you don't have to have it. The reason is that there are going to be an ambush when I'm going to pull the lever. The guys will come from here, and the problem is there is a despawn issue here that can happen if you don't kill the birds and birds are close enough. It won't happen every time. It will definitely be a RNG thing depending on the position of the birds. What's going to happen is that when you will avoid them, you will pull the lever and do the strat I'm going to show you, going to the roof here. Do on the roof here, etc. And if you are unlucky, one guy will be despawned from the start, and you will cross his path roughly here or after. And this is an issue. This is not an issue if you kill one bird or two birds, and that saves you damages, because generally this guy will hit you a bit, and even death sometime, because what's happening is that if a guy despawns, sometimes he will be able to drain your health really fast, and you don't want that to happen. So the reason is pretty technical. It's because of how many enemies and entities the game can handle at the same time. But yeah, you all warned about that. So once you open the thing, the cabin, you can just take those ammo if you want. It's no problem. Just stack things before the light game. And when you pull this lever, just we're gonna trick the guys. So if you're brave enough, you can just, or have enough health, you can just do this. But you will lose health definitely, as you can see. And I prefer keeping my health for the last guys. Or you can just outplay them. So just prepare a flare if you want to flare cancel. Go on the side of the house here. And when you see them, you just do standing jump, and then you go here. And you flare cancel here if you want. And then keep going, and you outplay them, and you won't take any damage, or barely. So this is pretty easy, and it's give the guys. It's pretty cool, and definitely recommend doing that strat here. Up, go here. When you see them, you jump, and you just keep going. And then you prepare your M16. So if you know how to kill, if you have your own way to kill the next guy, for example, if you do this, or if you stand on this tile and just be safe and whatever, or if you can go here safely and climb here, etc. Do your method. If not, if you don't know how to do this part safely, just follow the other one, which is the one I'm going to show you. So the next part, you're going to trigger a snowmobile guy. So if you didn't kill the guy before me, which is very, very likely, you have to do this part quickly, or they will go to you and shoot you. So you have to jump here. You can shoot the guy a bit first, and then go here. And once you will be here, it will be okay. You will be in a safe spot. So this guy might shoot you if you're unlucky, but he won't be able to run over you. He can't climb here. So then you can just shoot him. So he can hit you. So you can see I'm losing quite a lot of health if I'm unlucky from this spot, and I don't really like that. But if you do it in one motion, for example, like this, shoot him. he will go away, and then you can shoot him from range. He will stay far like this, and then you would just have to, you would just be able to shoot him until he dies. So the only health issue you're gonna have, this guy shooting you, if it's you stay here, you don't shoot him before, and you wait. So for example, so you can see he can't reach you. But if you wait too much before shooting him, that will happen. You will lose a ton of health. So what you want to do, if you want to be super safe, you can just start shooting him. He will go away, and then that can happen sometime, unfortunately. And then keep shooting him. So I don't really know what makes him not shooting you at all. I know there is a reason, but I couldn't find out. But generally that will happen. He will go away and you will be able to shoot him from very far. By the time he comes back, you will kill him. If you don't like that, you can also avoid a bit his trigger. So you just need to go here on the sides here, up like this. So you can pretty much ignore him completely if you want. The problem is that if you avoid him, you will have to kill the last two guys with M16, which is really not something you want to do. I even doubt you can do it safely. I'm not sure actually, but yeah. So I don't recommend doing that, but if you want to, you can avoid him and prefer killing the other guys. And yeah, because the trigger of that guy, I think is here. There's a part here maybe, or I don't remember where you can trigger him still. Yeah, here. So you can trigger him here, for example. So what you can also do is this. So you do that part here, and then you slide on here. You will trigger him, and you can climb here. And you can do something like that, which is very easy to do. So this is another way to do it if you want to. So I pretty much gave you everything I knew about that spot, which was on Speedrun. So I can't really do much more. Oops. If that happens, this is really bad. If that happens, you want to jump here. This is not a safe spot, but this is almost a safe spot. You will almost never come here, and you will have a lot of time to kill him. So this platform is really a friend of you, especially if you miss that jump. I think you can also go here, but I'm not sure he can reach you from here. Yeah, he can reach you from here, so it doesn't say anything. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I got. Sorry. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. If you start, I recommend doing that. This jump is pretty easy, and then you just go here. And as you can see, you have plenty of time to kill him if you stay on that platform. So that is pretty easy if you know how to do that jump. If you can't do that jump, that's the way I recommend. If you can't do that jump, just go on the side. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this part. And then you take this guy's snowmobile. And here you can't make that jump with a blue snowmobile, so you have to go on the sides. So you have to go on the sides here and drop here. So you have to be careful about that. You can explode if you're doing it too fast, so just be careful. It's pretty easy, but just be careful. And now we're gonna go down here, down the ladder. Once you're down here, just side flip and wait. And wait, because there are two boulders, don't be catched by that. And pick up the gold secrets, and you're pretty good to go. And then you need to climb the ladder again, so you can step back, walk forward once, and you grab the ladder. And then climb again. And that's pretty much it. Just gonna try something to just see if you can do it, if you can do the whole thing without snowmobile, but I'm not sure about that, so I will just try first and see if it's possible or not. Completely forgot about that. So yeah, you climb up and you go to the snowmobile, or you try what I'm about to try. So if you don't have snowmobile at this point, you want to go here. You want to go here. And then you want to step back and kill them from here. So this is a possibility. You have to know that the RNG will be different every time, so just be careful about that. There are two, so there is another one, but he's cheating somewhere. But if you don't have snowmobile at this point, this is probably the safest spot. Stay here and be patient, or if you're not patient, you can go forward like me. So yeah, okay, this is a possibility. So if you don't have how is it called? What I want is, yeah, if you don't have snowmobile, if you avoided the snowmobile guy, I don't think I have a save right now. Don't think this save is, yeah, whatever. So if you don't have snowmobile before, if you completely ignore the first guy, what you will have to do when you will be coming from the left here, you will just have to jump on this place here. You have to jump here and you will have to shimmy like this. I'm not sure you can go it all the way through. Okay, you can. And once you got it, you just keep going. Well, you take the secret and then you keep going. And you just go where I told you to go. I'm not sure you can climb it manually. Okay, you actually can. So you go here, you can climb here. And you can probably shoot them from range. Oops, can't target him right now. What is this RNG? Okay, this is pretty funny. You can also stay here, I guess. You probably... What is it doing? What are they doing? Okay, so I'm gonna redo it again and show you what I would do if I were you to be completely safe. So jump here, blah blah blah. Climb here and just stay here and just be patient. They will eventually come up there. And just shoot them from here. So you might get shot, it's a possibility, but if you don't have snowmobile, that's a possibility. And then wait for the second guy and blah blah blah. Okay, sorry I had to cut the video, so let's go. So if you have a snowmobile, what you're just gonna do is you have two choices to do here. You can do the safe way, which is a bit slower as usual. So what you do is you go over here roughly, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be precise on your weights. For the guys to come on the left here, they always come from the left, they will never come from the right. So don't worry about the potential RNG, it's 100% consistent, they'll come that way. So yeah, it's really easy, it's really safe, and you don't lose any damage, so you're pretty good. And at this point, it doesn't matter how many health you have, you can finish the level unless you die, but you shouldn't take any hit by anything if you're doing safe strats. So you just do this, and if you want you can leave a snowmobile and finish on foot, but you can also keep going with a snowmobile. Just be careful about this drop that I just did here. If you do it too fast, there is a small chance you will die, so be careful about that if you use the snowmobile here. I'm sure that if I try I won't be able to replicate, but trust me, it happens. And then you get out here and you're gonna push a block I forgot to mention also, if you have enough health, for example, if you have that health at this point, you can be a bit quicker and just go here and just face to face with the guys. It saves a bit of time. So you do something like this. So as you can see, you lose a bit of health. It's not consistent, so you can't really say exactly how much health you're going to lose, but whatever. And you keep going here, and you get to the blocks. So it's a bit faster, but it takes health. But at this point, if you have half your health or something, you have plenty to do that part. It's no problem. Then you push a block, and you have 2 ways, well, 3 ways of doing the next part. The first one is to just keep going here, oops, and just shoot enemies and lose ammo and etc. I don't recommend that because that will drain your health and ammo. Also, there is going to be one guy here that can shoot you. You can shoot him from here. It's no problem. But yeah, it uses ammo, so you can avoid that pretty easily. What you just do is, if you're on the right of a tile, you can just side flip left. If you're on the left, what you just have to do is you have to do a couple of side step, and then side flip left like I just did. So yeah, just you want to go on this tile, just side flip, and you can run around and you will skip the trigger of this guy because the trigger of this guy is this tile here. So you can avoid that by doing it. So it's completely 100% consistent, and you're good to go to the end of a level without killing them, so that's really cool. The guy on the bottom that I showed just earlier before reloading won't spawn 2, so that's good. You avoid 3 guys spawning here. Or you can do the slightly quicker version. You don't have to sidestep on the left. What you have to do is just avoid that tile here. So what you can just do is just jump on this tile here, roll, and keep going. And you can see that I completely avoid the trigger, so that's pretty good as well. Oops. Well, that's not what it show, but that's a good example. So if you miss it by just aiming too much right, for example, like this, you will slide on here and trigger the guys, and they will shoot you instantly. So just be careful about that, but it's pretty easy. Just go on the side here, just aim here, go forward, and you're good to go. So this is really, really easy if you want to be a bit faster. But if you don't want to, it's okay, go to the left, but that's actually really easy. So for example here, if you don't aim too much, if you don't aim right enough, that will happen. That's the only risk you will have. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just do this, you can roll here and keep going. And then you can just jump on this place here, which is pretty easy to do YOLO, or you can just set it up by just, I'm not sure you can do a standing jump here. Okay, you can. Okay, good. I didn't know because I never tried. So yeah. So you can go here, up, and just do a standing jump here. And don't worry if you slide down. If you slide down, what you just do is you just grab, climb, and hold jump plus forward plus roll, and you will do that. And you will land here again. So it's not trippy if that happens. You can go down losing some health by hanging on the edge and etc. Or you can just do the quicker strat, which is this one. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So this is how you want to do it. You can jump directly on the water. Oops, yeah, I should have said it, but whatever. So I think that the other way is to you just go here, just go to the edge here and climb down here. You will lose a bit of health, I think, yeah. And that's not too good, but then you can jump safely, or even go over here or whatever. It's slow and it loses health, and it's pretty bad in my opinion. So just don't do that unless you really want to. But yeah, so if you just jump and don't do anything, you will die because you won't have enough room to make it. So what you need to do is you need to either grab and grab late if possible, or you can swan dive. If you swan dive like this, you will have enough, you will go far enough to go in the water. what you just need to do is you just need to show you just need to avoid I don't remember which time it is. So for example, if you do straight forward here, I think you'll die because of this. Yeah, we'll die because you fall on this block. So you need to aim a bit to the right when you do that jump. So when you're here, what you want to do is you want to aim a bit right to fall on the tile on the right. Not too much, because if you're like this, you won't make it. Just like this, and then you just do a swan dive, and you're good to go. And don't worry if you're close, it's normal, it's consistent. Just aim a bit right and avoid the left tile, and you're good. If you want to grab, it's just the same. Don't grab too early. I'm not sure it will work here because early, yeah, okay, it still works, but try to grab a bit late to be sure. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to YOLO, you can do this. So it's still possible. It's a bit riskier, but it's faster. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that part. Just go here, step back here, aim a bit right, just swan dive, and you're good to go. Will that work? I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, it still works. And then go to the end of the level pretty easily, and you're done with this level. So yeah, that's the Skidoo level. It's not that bad. As you can see, I didn't consume all my health, so you still have plenty of room. And yeah, that was Tibetan Foothills. As usual, if you have questions, you can ask in the commentary. Next level is going to be Bloc. I'm going to drop the 2 videos at the end of this as usual, and see you next time.